All right, we back in it, back into the coronavirus investigations. All right, they're trying to ramp it back up, so we gotta get back into it, see what they're talking about. All right, so today we're going to take a look at these mandatory mask orders that are coming into place. Different counties all over the country. So, got a couple different videos to look at. Let's get right into it.
Stanislaus County just announced it's going to make face masks, face coverings mandatory in public. Carlos Herrera is live in Modesto to explain when that's going to go into effect. Carlos, tell us more.
County Supervisor Kristen Olson says the order will likely begin on Monday and more details will be released tomorrow. That means you won't be able to be on the streets of Stanislaus County like this one here in downtown Modesto without one of these, a mask or a face covering. Very important changes coming to Stanislaus County. She says that the county right now is working on those details and making sure that the order meets state guidelines and that it's necessary to protect everyone now that the county is on the state's watch list for having a spike in cases since reopening. Take a look. 9% of the county's coronavirus tests are now coming back.
All right, so we see their rationale for trying to make people have to wear these masks when they're out in public is that there's a spike in cases. All right. One of the things we need to understand about these so-called spikes in cases is the amount of testing that's taking place now, especially at some of these different protests and things, it's way up. So of course your cases are going to go up. Beyond that, it's not okay. It's not a right. It's completely against our rights to have someone mandate a mask order, tell you what you must do for your body. All right, let's continue.
94 new cases were confirmed just 3 days ago. You can see that huge spike at the end of that graph. Now, let's take a look at another concern for county officials. That's hospitalizations. Just yesterday, 7 more patients were hospitalized, bringing the total to 50. You can see that spike in the dark blue line. And although there are enough hospital beds for patients, Olson says masks will help save lives.
Wearing face coverings is about protecting our neighbors, our family members, and our friends. And they will allow public health to open
read
more
from your
businesses
script.
and activities in our county.
And a state mandate could be next. County officials in contact with Governor Newsom's office say he is considering a statewide order to require the use of masks. Kirsten, this comes just days after Governor Newsom announced that the cases and hospitalizations and ICU admissions in the state are pretty much stable. I'll send it back over to you.
All right, so this is a county in California.
You
Take a
spoke
look
with
at
the
another one next.
A week or so, or a couple of weeks back. What did he have to say about masks then for the whole state?
Well, yeah, a few weeks ago, he was wearing a mask. I was wearing a mask while I was interviewing him. He told me that he was thankful and appreciated that I was wearing a face covering, but he said he hoped and his biggest wish was that every Californian wore one as well. That might have been possibly a hint.
Yeah,
Right.
now they got the
Thank you
whole
for the
state
love
of
report,
California
Miles.
mandated
That
to wear
brings us to
masks.
our question of
The
the day.
whole state.
Should counties with spikes in
have
coronavirus
no
cases
right to do that.
be required to wear
We're gonna
those
take a look at the
masks?
next
You can
video.
vote on
Bells is now open and excited to welcome
All right.
you back into our stores.
Of course,
And
YouTube
right
gotta
now,
press
you'll
their
find
fucking
extra
ads.
savings on thousands.
Orange County's mask mandate goes into effect
All right,
on
now this
Saturday.
one, this is Orange County. This is one county away from where I live in Florida. So let's see what they're talking about.
12:01 a.m. Mayor Jerry Deming's decision comes as COVID-19 cases in Florida hit an all-new high again today. Good evening, I'm Lisa Bell.
Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin. The state of Florida confirmed more than 3,000 new cases today, bringing the state to almost 86,000 cases dating back to mid-March. Of the 3,207 cases reported, more than 660 of them are here in Central Florida. 2 of our local counties saw a triple-digit increase overnight, Seminole and Orange. News 6's Nadine Yanish joins us now with the latest on the increase and Orange County's response.
Well, Matt, you heard the mayor. He was talking about those numbers being sobering, and he said this was not a decision that he came to lightly, but says this is in the
I had a
best
right to put that decision
interest
forward
of
anyway.
businesses, restaurants, our entire community.
Let me say something
as we
real
do
quick
not-
too, all right? wearing masks is not going to help solve any pandemic. You know why? Because we need to gain immunity if there is something going around. You're just breaking down people's immune systems and delaying the inevitable by having them wear a mask. Let's run it.
Want another shutdown. So because of this, he is now requiring signing an executive order that everyone living, working, or visiting Orange County to wear a face mask, signing that order today.
Wow.
Let's break this down and talk about what this means for you. Take a look. This will go into effect beginning Saturday. This Saturday, June 20th, right at 12:01
Look
a.m.
at this.
This will
What
be
they
required
telling you.
for everyone in public places, as I mentioned, only allowing people to remove their mask for eating, drinking, and not socializing. Mayor Jerry Deming says there was no other
How
option.
sick is that?
A good option for us as a community to do nothing when we see the numbers continuing to climb. So as a result, we are putting a mandatory order in place requiring the wearing of face masks.
Stop letting these people treat you like children.
And so these are some pictures that the county released of Mayor Jerry Deming
All right, let's
signing
go to
that
the next
executive
video
order
and see what
today.
they
He also
talking
said
about.
that he has sent a letter.
More YouTube ads, of course. Get out of here with that.
A new order comes from the Hays County judge today requiring everyone there to wear face coverings in public places and businesses throughout the county. KXAN's Tahir Rahman reports the move comes as the county reports a new daily record of 210 COVID-19 cases.
Before taking to these steps, Hays County Judge Ruben Becerra says he spoke with business owners, public citizens, and mayors, and says most of them agreed with this order requiring face masks starting on Monday. Becerra credits Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf for, quote, cracking the nut that is the governor's executive order, finding out that local authorities can, in fact, still impose COVID-related rules on businesses without contradicting state rules. However, Hays County seems to be going a step further by requiring that people wear masks, quote, when in a public place where it's difficult to keep 6 feet away from other people, unquote. Becerra says he did get pushback, even from a mayor within Hays County.
Will there
You
be
need to
a
get
squeaky wheel
pushback.
saying I'm trampling or I don't have the right or I don't have the authority?
That's right.
Most
You don't.
definitely. But I got to keep moving and I can't be paralyzed by thought process that is not productive. Lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Now, this is the
Ah,
first
man, stop
time
trying
that
to
Judge
trample
Becerra
over
has
people's
issued
rights.
a face
Stop
mask
telling people what they
mandate.
must
He
do
did
with their
not do
bodies.
so even before May, when the governor's orders superseded local regulations. Hays County's new order is set to expire July 20th. In San Marcos, Tahira Rahman, KXAN News.
Now at 5:30, if you're heading down to the Keys this weekend, bring your masks. They are
All
now
right,
mandatory.
This one right here. All right, this one is about Monroe County, which is in the Keys, the Florida Keys. Now, I was recently just in the Florida Keys about two weeks ago for work, and everywhere down there pretty much has a mask order in place. Most places down there, when I was there, had a mandatory, or not mandatory, but pretty much every business was having you wear a mask or you wasn't getting service.
But only if you're under a roof.
NBC6 reporter Amanda Placencia is live in Key Largo with how local businesses and customers are reacting to the new rule. Amanda.
Yes, Jawan. Well, if you are heading out on the water in the Florida Keys, you're good. You don't have to wear a mask. But if you are heading indoors to a public space or a restaurant that has a roof overhead, you're going to need to wear one of these, a mask. The Florida Keys has had a low rate of COVID-19 transmission so far, and now that they've reopened to visitors, they want to keep it that way. On Thursday, Monroe County commissioners announced a new ordinance that says it is mandatory to wear a face covering for all employees and customers in business establishments and public settings where there is a roof overhead. Some Keys residents and visitors weighing in.
It might take effort, but it's good at in the long run.
We live in Duck Key, and I've been noticing people not wearing the mask. They should all wear it.
No.
Rule.
Hold on. What do you mean everybody should wear a mask? Because a government official made an order for someone to wear a mask? That they no longer have the right to choose what's right for their own body? That's not right, man.
To keep us all back
You ain't
to
even
normal.
wearing your
We
mask
stopped by
right.
Key Largo Fisheries,
Falling
who are
off your
doing
face.
it right with their backyard cafe. They say they're taking every precaution to keep
Look
their
at
loyal
these
patrons
people.
safe.
Look at these people. They tell you got to wear a mask. These people ain't even wearing a mask, you know, in a way in which is even doing anything. How you going to make an order and then you going to follow this person's order and say everybody is supposed to do it and you don't even wear the mask in a way in which it's doing anything?
All employees and customers must wear a mask until you sit down to eat, and they're constantly cleaning tables.
Just recently, we've gone ahead and gone with the ordinances, and we have the 6 foot in place. We've got social distancing in place. We're requiring everybody to wear the mask. We're just trying to make sure that all of our customers are, you know, taken care of as well as safe, and then also abiding by the county.
As recent Florida Department of Health statistics show that numbers continue to tick upwards for the Sunshine State, leaders are not messing around with these sanitation protocols. In Miami-Dade, which has had proportionally more COVID-19 cases than the Keys, Mayor Jimenez said on Wednesday that he's cracking down on enforcement.
If you're a business owner and decide that it's not your problem, we're going to make it your problem because our education campaign is now over. Businesses that are not abiding by the rules will be shut down by Miami-Dade Police.
Wow. So now you don't even get the right to choose what you feel is right for your business. They want you to mandate masks for your own business. People, we can't let them have that level of control over us. It's not okay. It's not right. You can't be in so much fear that you give all of your rights away. This is tyranny, people. Okay? So I just wanted to show y'all what's happening. All right? This ain't over. They're not done. I told you, one of my last videos on coronavirus is when does the pandemic end? How do we know it's done? Well, I'll tell you one thing. We know it's definitely not done now. And don't get it twisted when I'm saying the pandemic ain't about some rampant virus. No, this is about a virus called fear and propaganda and taking away the rights of people. We got to stand up, people. All right. So I'll catch you guys next time. Stay strong. All right. Take it easy.